Awakening with Brahmakumaris.
Namaskar. Welcome to Awakening with Brahmakumaris. Sister, welcome to Going Beyond.
Thank you so much. Om Shanti.
We were speaking about those four things. Yoga, dharana. Dharana means day to day. Yoga means connection. And what was the other one?
It is the four subjects that we study at the Brahmakumaris, which will give us the power to be able to change our habits and sanskars. Gyan, Yoga, Dharana, Seva. Gyan is daily study, then daily meditation.
Gyan can also be knowledge.
That is daily study of the knowledge. Then meditation is yoga. Dharana is daily application of what we've studied. And seva means daily sharing of what we have learned. So any soul who starts working on all the four subjects, and all four are interconnected. So if we start working on those four subjects, we have started working on a very deep layer of the consciousness, and then changing habits will not be challenging, but will come very, very naturally.
They will change automatically. I mean, it's not changing means replacing.
Yes.
You told me a beautiful thing yesterday, that you just can't go on hitting at this habit, hitting at this. Instead, replace it with something better. Replace the negative with the positive. Replace something very harsh with something soft and lovable, which we
Basically, just checking, because in today's world, it's becoming a little difficult for people to decide which one is right, which one is wrong. Like anger would be harsh, and peace and love would be soft. But then many people are going to say the soft one doesn't work. It's not going to work in the practical world. So basically, the simplest way to check is comfortable internally. Comfortable. Whatever is comfortable, it means I'm in harmony. And if I am in harmony with myself, everybody will be in harmony with me, and then overall everything will be comfortable. So let's not go by what's right, what's wrong.
No, sister. I've experienced, my personal experience. I've never, ever been comfortable by being harsh and angry.
Yes.
I cannot even find one day or one incident where I said, yeah, I'm very happy I did this, my work has been done. No.
So that means when we're talking about success in everything that we do, it would have to begin with success internally. If I fail inside, trying to get success outside, it's a question mark. But success inside will automatically have an influence on getting success outside.
Can you explain a little more about success inside? Just a couple of lines.
Success inside means I'm a master. I'm in charge. Everything is going the way I will want it to be, and everything is...
I will want to be inside or outside.
Inside. Yeah. We're talking only of inside. And most important, everything is at its perfect. Everything is comfortable.
I'm stable.
Stable. My thoughts...
I'm happy, stable, comfortable.
And very
my blood pressure is normal.
Yeah, that is an effect on the body. But my thoughts, words and actions are in harmony. That's also very important. A lot of people are doing a lot of things about creating harmony in the energy outside. And a lot of techniques are being used how to create a balance in the energy fields outside. But first would have to begin from within. When there is lack of harmony in the energy inside, how much ever effort done outside will only give temporary results. Because finally, my energy has an effect on the energy outside. So if that's not in harmony, then effort is more, result is less. Which in Hindi, which we will say, mehnat sada, phal kam.
That means you're running, suppose I have to go to north, so I'm running towards the south.
Yeah, actually.
But actually I'm running.
Yes.
Honestly.
You are running, but there is a rope tied to you, which is pulling you backwards. So it's a struggle to run forward, because something is pulling you back. So our own discomfort, our own negativity, our own conflict. We want success outside with conflict inside. So more effort, lot of effort. And that's why if we see around us, everybody seems to be making a lot of effort. An effort in work, an effort in relationships, an effort to be happy.
And so much of effort in relationship. I gave you such a nice card. I sent you such a beautiful cake. I gave you such a beautiful gift, and you're still not happy. I don't know what to do with you.
So effort. And it's not only about gifts and giving. It's about doing a lot for each other. We're doing a lot to make each other happy, but still it's not creating that beauty.
So why? What is it missing?
Because this harmony inside, trying to create harmony outside. And when it's in a relationship, it's two people who are in conflict internally, trying to harmonize with each other.
Can it be that only if I am in conflict with myself and not in harmony, and my wife is okay, even then that can happen, no?
Yeah, because your energy is radiating. So for you, it will be an effort. Now, it depends on the other person. If the other person has achieved that state that they will not get influenced by your conflict, then they might influence you with their harmony.
But in love, it matters, no? When you love somebody.
Yes.
Even the smallest thing matters.
Yes, but if you create conflict, then there will only be an entanglement in the relationship because energies will get blocked. Basically, harmony means a smooth flow of energy.
So how does one get internal harmony first instead of trying from outside?
Focus first on the internal.
Whose?
Each one.
I'll say you're not right.
Each one should focus on their internal comfort level first. And comfort level means you will be accepting everyone and everything as it is. So comfort. The minute we don't accept something, there is discomfort. And when you accept everything, there's no question of saying something is wrong. The concept of wrong gets over.
One question. Why is it that I do not accept you as you are?
Because you want me the way you think is right. Because your happiness is dependent on the other person being the way you think is right.
So where am I wrong here? What is my mistake?
Because you're again using a stimulus from outside to create your happiness. When you are like this, then I will be happy. That's what we saw the first.
So here I'm not being a villain or a bad man or a bad person or trying to control. Here I have some kind of a wrong knowledge. The one you use the word knowledge,
yes.
Gyan.
Yes.
So I do not have the Gyan that it's me who is at fault, who is not in harmony. So, and I'm trying to change a person.
Right. The first episode we saw of Going Beyond, blame.
Blame.
So in blame we saw that when we said that the other person is responsible for my thinking, then we were not accepting people. Because then people had to be the way I want them to be for me to be in harmony. And that's why we said when the relationship is beautiful, then I will be happy. If we get along well, then I will be happy. That was the vocabulary.
The relationship is beautiful, then I'll be happy.
Yes.
But we have to make the relationship beautiful, so automatically you'll be happy.
No, it is if I'm happy, then the relationship will be beautiful.
Yeah.
One is if we get along well, then I'll be very happy. But actually it is if I'm happy, that is if I'm comfortable inside, then we'll get along very well. So the focus is going to be from inside to outside. Harmony inside, harmony outside. Success inside, success outside. Achievement inside, achievement outside. But whereas we were living with harmony outside will give me harmony inside.
So this is a part of dharana.
This is a part of first knowledge. This, what we are discussing, is the daily study. This is daily study. Knowledge. What is daily study? Basically using the mind and the intellect to explore spiritual ideas.
to use mind and intellect to explore spiritual ideas.
Let's say every morning people are reading the newspaper and they have a nice thought for the day. Now one is reading it. One is saying beautiful thought. Second is sending it to everybody else. But what about using my mind and intellect to work with it? How is this thought going to work today? How is it going to work in my life? How will this benefit if I start using this thought today? If I'm not using it, what are the disadvantages I'm facing? Churning the knowledge, not just saying beautiful thought.
Churning here is going over and over again,
Yes.
thinking about it.
Using that, it's like an experiment. You take the ingredient and now you experiment with it relevant to your life, relevant to your situations, your field of interactions, and use the mind and the intellect. What has happened today is, as far as wisdom is concerned or spirituality is concerned, we only listen. We listen, and sometimes we are so much of awe of the person or, the book that we are reading.
Or even the lines.
Yeah,
It's kind of a massage for the brain temporarily, when you have a massage and, you feel so nice, what a beautiful line. And then you immediately do something else.
Yeah, it's like beautiful music. It's just like beautiful music, because we are very stressed, and if you're just listening to beautiful music, it'll give a very soothing effect. But then it'll give a soothing effect only while the music is on. So it's a stimulant again. A stimulant which I'm using to hear, to feel good.
You mean to say a human being doesn't need any outside stimulant to be always happy?
No. We use stimulants. I would use music.
Doesn't necessarily have to use an outside stimulant?
To feel happy. He needs stimulants, but not to feel happy. We listen to music to enjoy music.
I'm asking you to feel happy.
Nothing.
Without
Because
that also you can be happy?
without that, nahi. Without that only you can be happy. Because if your happiness is dependent on any stimulant, the minute there is a dependency, the second thing is a fear of losing that. And when there is fear, there's no happiness. So dependency on any object, any person, always has a subtle fear along with it. What if this does not remain as it is now? What if my property doesn't remain like this?
And after that, when it does not remain as it is, again you go down sulking. I was cheated,
Absolutely.
I was this, I'm depressed, men are like this, women are like that.
But that is after that,
Even after that,
that at
it's a
least,
continuous process.
but that at least people are ready to accept that, yes, when I have something, I'm happy, and when I lose it, I will be sad. But the truth is that when I have it also, I will not be happy. If my mind has created this, that I'm happy when I get this, then the second thought is always, what if this is not with me? And that thought will not let me be happy. It's very subtle.
So the first line itself is wrong.
Yeah, the first line is wrong.
So I'll be happy from within if I am in harmony with my own self.
Yes, I'll be happy, and now use this. I'm happy, and now have this good meal.
First I'm happy, and I'm happily eating a good meal, happily enjoying a new car.
Right. So I'm happy means there's no fear. See, happiness, sometimes we don't have that clear thing that what is happiness. It's a stable, controlled state of thinking, which is right thinking, pure thinking. So when it's I'm happy, I'm stable, and then using this, then there is no fear, there is no insecurity, there is no dependency, and we're still using it. We're still with people. We're in the field of relationships, but no insecurity. So happy can only be without stimulants. It's not temporary also. It's only without any dependency. Dependency, fear, and happiness cannot go hand in hand, because then we'll be constantly fluctuating. So this is study.
Dependency, fear,
And happiness cannot go hand in hand. Because at one time, only one feeling. Either this or that. So if fear, can't be happy. If insecure, can't be happy.
The first time I heard you on the television, And I did try one thing. I used to call myself a happy soul. I named myself. Okay, happy soul, you're going to enjoy this today. Happy soul is enjoying a meal. Happy soul is driving a beautiful car. Happy soul is enjoying a sunset, sunrise. So I tried that, and actually the whole day I used to call myself, okay, happy soul, you're a happy soul, you can't get angry.
Yes, absolutely.
That was the first time I heard you when you said you are a soul, not a body.
Now this thing, some people misunderstand it and they feel, oh, that means spirituality very boring, which means no party, no movie, no people, just alone, silent. No, that's not true.
Happy soul enjoying a movie.
Absolutely.
Happy soul driving a car. Happy soul wearing a new suit.
Absolutely.
Why not? I'm not going to wear orange or a white robe or have a big long beard.
Yes.
Happy soul is having a haircut.
Absolutely. Doing everything that we were doing. Absolutely everything. Nothing outside changes, but there's a lot of change inside. Yes, the only thing that changes is earlier we had to wait for that thing to happen to be happy. You know, let's say I have a party tonight, so then I'll be happy when I'm at the party. So that means I'll be happy at 9 o'clock in the night. So I have to wait for that feeling. And now I'm happy the whole day, and tonight I'm going for the party, so that at the party I get an opportunity to share my happiness and express it with everyone I meet.
That's a nice one. Let us be all angry till 9 o'clock and get irritated because after 9 we're going to in any case be happy.
But then we really wouldn't be happy that time. That is what will happen. If I have during the day created all sorts of emotions, that means there's a lot of blockage here. And then we can be at dinners, we can be at get-togethers, we can even be at satsangs with a group of people, and there's so much of conflict inside because this one said this to me, that one did this, they called me, they didn't ask me properly. At the wedding, people can get angry with each other. So even situations which were meant to give happiness are creating all sorts of energy today, because the energy before that was different. A person is organizing a dinner and they can go through any amount of fear and anxiety the whole day, stress the whole day to create, to prepare that dinner. Fear, people should like it. I hope they enjoy at my place. What if they don't like it? What if they find she is better than me?
What about my dress?
Yeah, everything.
What about my hair? I mean, whatever I'm wearing, necklace here, this, that, all that.
So much depends.
So much of pressure.
So much of pressure. So then are we really happy before the dinner? And then are we happy during the dinner? And are we happy after the dinner?
I've seen women not liking themselves and angry when they look at themselves in the mirror before if I say we're getting late, let's go. I'm not looking nice. This is not good. I'm changing. Again, there's so much of fight before they go for that so-called place where they feel that when once I go there, I'll be happy.
Because even after going there, I'm only going to be happy after I get other people's approval and appreciation.
Oh, God.
So I have to dress up for that.
This is a 5-year plan.
I have to dress up for that. What is my happiness going to be dependent on when I go there for the get-together? It's only when other people will, even if you've bought the best dress and you've dressed up really well.
And nobody says you're
So you're not experiencing it. So there's again another dependency. So the dependency first on buying the dress, and then second, the dependency on getting others' approval for it. Till we get it, the stimulant's not there.
My wife bought this shirt for me. How does it look? If nobody asks me, I'll ask you this.
Yes. So much of dependency. And we're saying all this so that we can be in harmony. Then it's just a top layer behind which is so much of insecurity, dependency, conflict, even a low self-esteem. Till I get other people's approval, I'm not feeling nice. So important is not about am I looking nice? Yes, neat, tidy, but am I feeling nice? Because if I'm feeling nice, everything will be beautiful.
I was just thinking, sister, there's so many things we were talking from the last 5 minutes. Supposing that is not spiritualism. And then when we say we will lose so much if we get into spirituality or spiritualism, what is this to lose? All these things we're discussing, do you mean when I say I lose all that, I lose all this? I'd rather lose all this.
You won't
and
lose.
be a happy man.
No, let's never create this belief system that we will lose all this. We don't want to be happy after losing.
You're losing the pain, sister.
No, we will be happy using everything. Even this is a belief system that, okay, to be happy, I will go away from everybody. Even if it's not forever, but for 10 days, I will leave everything and I will go away. I will go for a retreat, I will go away. No, it's about being there in crisis with the most difficult person and using the knowledge.
See you happy with the most difficult person.
That's all. That's fun. How would we know where we are heading unless we were using it? Just being alone, sitting in a silent room in the perfect environment and being peaceful. It's not called peace. There is
That
no
is
challenge.
running away, evading, avoiding, all that.
Yeah, and there is no challenge. How would you even know that you're peaceful? It's just that there is no stimulant. So if there is no stimulant, there is no reaction. The test comes only if there is a stimulant, and then you don't react. Then you have achieved what you want to achieve. So if this is the daily study, so at the Brahmakumaris, we have a morning daily study class. So each one, everyone, because today most of us are using daily study of newspapers and news channels. That's our first study. And most of us feel, oh, it's very important to be aware of what's happening in the world. Yes, it's important to be aware of what's happening in the world.
But just be aware, not affected.
Yeah, but more important to be aware of what's happening in my world.
Oh.
My world. Now, which world is more important?
My world first.
Then that world.
My world means, sister?
Here, my world of thoughts, feelings, beliefs,
How I think,
perceptions.
how I feel,
Yeah.
how I react.
Yeah. I could sit and read the newspaper about a terror attack in another part of the world, and I will read statistics and figures, and so many people died.
Aren't all these things keeping us so busy that we are not aware of ourselves?
Yeah. Are we aware of the terror attacks that happen inside? Are we aware of the earthquakes and the tsunamis which come inside?
And the pollution inside.
Absolutely.
There's so much of pollution outside we talk.
Yeah. So we will just read all that and we say knowledge. We should know what's happening in the world. We should be aware. This is intellectual. This is intelligent. We should know everything. And so that when we will be in a conversation with somebody, then we're talking only that. And yes, it's okay, good to be aware of everything outside. But to remember that everything that's happening outside, on the whole, in society, is created because of what's happening inside each one. And what is only happening is that each one is not looking inside and only looking outside. So the outside is just collapsing. And each one, without taking care inside, is trying to correct everything outside. We want peace conferences. We want universal harmony seminars.
But in peace conferences, where's the peace? I see them fighting. He's not come on time. This is not happening. He's taken 20 minutes more than what I told him, only 5 minutes, and he's speaking for 20 minutes, 30 minutes. Does he think the mic belongs to him? This fellow is happening. Food is not good. Where is the peace conference?
I was not allowed to sit in the first row. They made me sit in the second row.
I didn't get a chance to speak.
Yes.
They did not mention my name.
Yes, so many things. And then we're talking basic things.
Come for peace conference.
Peace conference. We're trying to create peace in the world. We're talking about what should be done so that the environment is clean and pure. And we are polluting it with every thought. It won't work. It just won't work. And that's why we're moving away from the reality. We want something. We want harmony, even if we are talking about the world, but we're only creating conflict. It just seems to be getting tougher and tougher and tougher. Stress management workshops. 2 days later, my stress is only increased. Time management programs. 2 days later, it's worse than what it was before. Because taking care only outside, aware only outside, knowledge only about what's happening outside. Now,
taking care only outside, knowledge only outside, awareness only outside. How to do this, sister? Shall we have a small meditation, and we shall continue this in the next episode.
Let's sit back and take a look at the screen of the mind. Everything I read, hear, gets imprinted on my screen. My mind and intellect explores every idea I listen to or hear. Today, I begin a new way of living. Beginning my day with taking in something very pure, powerful, and positive. Spiritual knowledge, the tool to become aware of my own inner world. Wisdom to create peace, harmony, purity in the inner world. And what is inside, so will be outside. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti, sister.
Om Shanti.
So let us be in attention and not in tension. Om Shanti.
Success inside, that is stability, comfort, happiness inside, will have an influence on getting success outside. When two people are in conflict inside, they cannot create harmony in the relationship. Harmony inside, that is comfort, stability inside, flows into a relationship and creates harmony. We always thought that if the relationship is beautiful, if we get along well, then we will be very happy. The truth is, if we are happy, then the relationship will be beautiful. Knowledge is not to be used only for reading, listening, and feeling nice, but to be experimented and implemented in daily living. Early morning, the absorption capacity of the mind is high. Fill it with pure, powerful information, that is spiritual knowledge, and keep the newspaper for later in the day. If you wish to discuss your problem or have a question to ask or want to know your nearest Rajayoga Meditation Center, write to us at awakeningwithbks@gmail.com or call us on 099 99 744 555.